Okay then. Well, Coltran, meeting on, Grey Knights, blah blah blah. God, I can't remember where I was the last time I was streaming. I think this was in progress. I'm not sure what else was up. I tried to give this a little bit more character by bringing out some false fronts here. Last minute decision, really. Just to break up the front, really. Yeah, it came out fairly well, I think. I like the look of it. Yeah, I've pushed through the road development, putting down floor plans for housing. Really just getting to the point where I could put this smallish building up. A theatre, as threatened in previous videos. It's based on some of the coastal theatres that exist in the UK. There's one in Scotland, I think, and one down in Cornwall. I may be confusing two. They may be the same place. I'm not actually sure about that, but here we are. Yeah, so it's a little bit, I don't know, Roman. These overhangs are the last minute thing. Perhaps not sticking out as far as they should, but not a lot I feel I can do about it. Yeah, underground area for, I don't know, the actors and stuff coming down and up and down on the stage during performances. This whole area is for them, for preparation and so on. And you can end up coming out into the actual main building. These are places made primarily for people coming to watch. So yeah, it's come along quite well. I'm fairly pleased with it. I don't think it ended the best way that it could have done. There's something slightly, I don't know. I suppose it's sort of there. It's asymmetrical, which doesn't help, I think. I don't know. The roof doesn't look as bad as I thought it did. It certainly doesn't look as bad as it did yesterday when I was looking at it and I built it. But it's got something not right. Something's missing. I don't know. I feel like something needs to be done. I'm not too happy about this. I was trying to make my mind up yesterday about whether or not this overhang needs to be extended this way, because obviously it runs into a little bit of an issue there. Also debating whether it needs to be swapped to these sections here need to be swapped to wood, perhaps. I'm thinking this would perhaps work better if there was such a thing as a half slab for wool. I don't know. I may be trying to cram something into an area that's a little too small to accommodate such a grand thing. Grand look. But we'll see. I'll keep fiddling fiddling with it, just trying to create something. I'm at least happy with them. Looks okay, even if it's perhaps not particularly, you know, accurate. Looks good. That's what we want. Looks good. It's a visual thing. People are just going to look at this sort of stuff in passing. Look at it once, they go, oh, that was cool, and then they never look at it again. So worrying too much about whether it's structurally sound, kind of a little bit of waste of energy, I suppose. It's too flat. Yeah, I think I'm trying to create the kind of curve you get with the cloth with a far too small an area, far too small a scale. It's just not going to happen. And the lighting is more for the benefit of stopping mobs spawning up here rather than anything else. Okay, now I need to decide whether or not I'm keeping that, which side gets it. I suppose I can do what I was originally going to do, which is just do a hard cover using the stone slab. This is one of the fiddly stages of building. Like I can end up just continuously swapping blocks backwards and forwards until I have something I want. That looks nice. Try and remember that and use it at some point in the future. Oops. Ridiculous. It's going to take ages to get something like this right. The curve's better. The half slab's definitely an improvement. How does this work over here? 1, 2 and a half. I suppose that's okay. So, well, somebody called the fire brigade. So as far as progressing from here goes, just an update on that. You can see clearly I brought the road around with the tunnel here. part of me wants to race, and it would be so great to race around some of this stuff. But yeah, so the road's in place, for the most part. I need to figure out how I want to progress the road in terms of what gets built along it. The aerodrome is definitely going in this section. The dock, another dock, will be here, in here. I don't know what this marker was for. It may have been as a fort. But yeah, I'll have to see about that. And then is that working? Does that work for any of you guys? I have no idea who's ever going to see this. And even if you do see it, probably be too late to have an opinion. But I'll sign off on the oops. Yeah. I'll sign off on the YouTube portion of this video, so I might do another update in a few days to see where I've got to, and I shall probably carry on streaming now for a little while, and give people an opportunity to come along and say very strange things to me.